Welcome to Learn Automotive. In this video, I am going to give explanation on two subfunctions in Unified Diagnostic Service, that is Report Ddc Snapshot Identification, and the second subfunction is Report Ddc Snapshot Record by Ddc number. So the subfunction is 03 and the 04 is the coding value for these two subfunctions. Alright, so before going into the subfunctions, you just have to understand what exactly the snapshot is, that to the Ddc snapshot. Nowadays we are very much aware about the snapshot because we always used to take a click on a phone. Maybe it may be the screenshot, it may be capturing the moments. So it's a snapshot. Snapshot means freezing something. So freezing some moments. So from that moments, what are the detailings we'll get? So we may get the objects or we may get the human beings with what we want exactly. Alright, so this is all about the snapshot. So now if you correlate the name Dtc snapshot means at the time of the DTC occurrence, what are all the parameters has been captured and we want to retrieve. So that is all about the DTC snapshot. So in a very simple, I can make you understand. If you are not feeling well, you are going to a doctor. What the doctor will ask you is what are the food you have consumed, either ice creams or is there is any soft drinks or cool drinks, or you went on wet with the rain. So these are all the questions he may ask because he want to find the root cause, like what are the what parameter made you to ill, right? So similarly, if you come to the car, if the car is going and there is a malfunction happens at the malfunction, at the time of malfunction, what are all the events has to be captured so that he can easily diagnose. He means, I mean the diagnostic engineer. So he can easily diagnose that what exactly the car become ill, means the car has malfunction happen and what parameter really made it to happen. That may be the reason, or because of some external events, so how these parameters has been behaved. So these are any two, or the any two may be the the thing that the diagnostic service engineer has to know the root cause. So for this purpose, these two functions is really helpful to understand and ease their work to find the root cause, right? So we'll start with the read Ddc snapshot identification. In read Ddc snapshot identification, there is not much, just we'll get the identification. All right, so see, it's on the screen. Yeah, so here for the first first subfunction that we are going to see. All right, so it is Ddc snapshot identification. So usually the very short description for this particular subfunction is this parameter specifies, right? So this is a kind of a subfunction. This specifies that the ECU has to send the tester, all right, the diagnostic engineer, to get all the snapshot data record information. So see, they are not sending you the snapshot data, they are just sending the snapshot record identification. It may be the record number or it may be the DTC. All right, so in the first subfunction, that is we are going to see the first subfunction, that is 1903. Here you will get only the DTC snapshot record number associated with the DTC. See, the request is here 1903 is a request. So as you know, 19 is a service ID, the read DTC information, and 03 is the subfunction, that is report Ddc snapshot identification. So you have sent this as a request, and on the response part, what you will get is you are getting 5903. So 59 is a positive response from the service 19. 03 is a subfunction that what you are requested for, and 1A, 2B, 3C, here the assumption DTCs. Okay, so you can consider. So again, that's what these DTCs are nowhere present in any organization DTC, or neither OEM, no OEM is using these DTC. This is a completely assumption as a generic scenarios that we are going to see here. And so 1A, 2B, 3C is a DTC, all right, and 06 is the DTC snapshot record number. This is what the response you will get for this. So you can consider, you can think, what is the benefit that the diagnostic service engineer may get with this? Definitely not. He will not get the complete significance of these two services, because this is just a 50% of the thing that he'll get, and remaining 50 is the next service. All right. So before entering, you just want to understand. So this is the service, that is the subfunction we are using is report Ddc snapshot identification. Here we are sending 2 bytes of data, and the response we are getting is, see, one is for the service, the positive service already, then subfunction, then 3 bytes of DTC, and final one is the DTC snapshot record number. So we'll have a 4 plus 2 6 bytes of information as a response. All right. Then coming to the second subfunction. So see, the first subfunction is just to give the number, Ddc snapshot record number. So what we'll have is this particular input, this particular output will be our input for the next subfunction. All right. So the next subfunction is report Dtc snapshot record by Dtc number. That means we are giving the input as a Dtc, that is Dtc snapshot record number. We are giving as an input, and we are getting the output as some parameters. So that parameters will tell what are all the values has been associated at the time of accident or the malfunction occurs. I'm sorry. All right. So here you can consider. Let me give you very short description about this particular subfunction. So this parameter is used to give a response. That is a response to the tester, that the Ddc snapshot records associated with the Ddc number as well as Ddcs. All right. So we'll get the records. So what record that we are going to see now? See, here the request I'm going to give is 1904. So 19 is again the service, 04 is the subfunction, then 1A, 2B, 3C is a DTC. The last DTC we got, right? For the subfunction 3. The same DTC we are giving as input, and 06 again we are giving the Dtc snapshot record number, what we got from the previous subfunction, that we are giving as a request here. All right. So what response we are getting is, see, 59. If it is a positive response, 59. 04 again, 0 is a subfunction. Then 1A, 2B, 3C is again DTCs. 06 is a Dtc snapshot record number. That is whatever we give, we have sent, the same we'll receive for acknowledgement purpose, right? So we have to understand these particular records is being associated with this DTC and as the same DTC record number. All right, snapshot record number. So these until this 4, the response, until this response 4 bytes, that means the 6th byte, whatever we sent, we got. Now 01 we will get. So what 01 is? 01 is the Dtc snapshot record number of identifiers. See, what are the response that ECU is going to send is only one identifier. All right, so we are getting 1, that is the number as a 1. Then 21 13 70 75 2B. All right, so this is the complete response. Let me give you the explanation for this response. Again, it's a completely generic, that's imaginary. So no there is no OEM or no supplier is going to give these same data. All right, it's a complete imaginary as assumption scenario. All right, so here we stopped with 01 and we'll continue with the 21 and 13. These two we can consider. So this 21 and 13 is a data identifier. Why this data identifier is for? Because what are the record that the ECU is going to send, for this record we need the identifier, that is data identifier. So for the 21 and 13, it's a 2 bytes of data. All right, then 70 75 2B are the parameters. So these last 3 are the parameters, and these last 3 are the records that what we are exactly looking for. Let's see what these records are. If you just again open your data, the diagnostic service engineer has opened the data sheet, and if he looks at, okay, so he can able to find these 70, the first 70 is for the RPM. So what exactly the RPM? It's 70 into some 100. All right, the unit may varies, but here we'll get the raw data in hex. All right, so you have to convert it to the hex, and you can multiply with the scale whatever they are using. So, but that is next level. So you have to understand what exactly it is. So 70 is for RPM. So this particular data is giving at the time of malfunction, that is at the time of the DTC 1A, 2B, 3C occurred, what was the RPM is? The RPM is 70. Then 75 is throttle position. Even the throttle position, that's what, even in my if you look back the 4 videos, I have given the explanation on the throttle position and all. So at the time you may think of that, why being an automotive engineer I have to know about the throttle position like automobile engineer, right? So the throttle position, see here we want the parameter, the throttle position. So you have to understand those. That's the reason, right? Next is 2B. 2B is steering angle position. So what exactly the steering angle position is at the time of the malfunction. So here I have given the 3 parameters. Means I am not, the ECU has sent us 3 parameters. The 3 parameters is RPM, throttle position, steering angle. So with these, maybe the diagnostic engineer can able to find the root cause. Maybe it may be the aging, or it may be some external factors like some accidents or some rat bite event. So any of these external factors, also spoiler for creating the malfunctions, right? So he can able to find. So these are all the range. So on a whole, you can understand for these two services
Subfunctions.
plays 50-50 role on getting the parameter that what we want to know, that is the stored parameters at the time of malfunction occurs. All right, so now I guess you got some basic understanding about this, and still there is more on byte and bit level that you have to explore. This is a very basic, and I cannot able to give all in this same, but this is just a base and we can go ahead with this. I hope you enjoyed it, you learned something in this video. If yes, hit a like, and we'll get back to you in the next video. Until then, bye, take care.